Guess what? Nothing inside. Just joking. Just using a movie prop to start it off. And if you have to use a movie prop, why not? The Cup of Christ, the Holy Grail from Indiana Jones, the Legend of the Last Crusade. Oh wait, what is it called? It's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I'm sorry. So booyah. James is in his house and he says, "What's up, Fears? What's up, James?" And he says, "Hey yo." And then he goes, "Hey yo." 2 heyos. James, it's been quite a while. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing bloody fantastic. Guys, I've got a good show, but I can only stream for about 2 hours because Fears has to mosey on off to work. So it's going to be quick. It's going to be amazing. I hope you guys are all doing well. And let's start this stream. This may be the last stream, though, for quite a while because I am almost out of stream time. And then you have to wait like 6 or 7 days for it to like give you some more stream time. So it may be the last one. We'll see. We shall see. Anyway, I hope you guys have been having a wonderful day. I hope you guys have been having a great day. James says, "I'm doing great, just super busy." Well, James, what have you been up to? What have you been up to? I'm presuming work, right? Like lots and lots and lots of work. I'll be honest. James, I don't know if you heard, I may move back to Missouri. I haven't decided. I'm trying to find a second job or a better job, but we'll see. I've been thinking about it. I haven't decided. So we'll see. Anyway, James said that he's just been work. So guys, I want to show you something. Fears went. I had a pretty good day. I hope you guys had a good day. I got up. I got a little workout in. I ran for 30 minutes, so that's good. Fears has been trying to get the weight off. Ran for 30 minutes. Then I went to the grocery store, and do you guys remember I bought that little that Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Well, it was broke. It was broke, but they had. I went back to the same Walmart, and as I was doing all my grocery shopping, I bought him again, and this one finally works. So this is what he's supposed to do. You push this button, boom, there it is. And it says, "I ain't afraid of no ghosts." So this one officially works. And then you just push this down. There you are. Isn't it hilarious? It erupts through his brain and through his head. Just booyah. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. The other one that I bought wouldn't do this. So there you are. So yeah. So I finally bought one that worked. And there it is. James says, "Do you have any painting skills?" I do have some painting skills. I used to paint in like all of my art classes. I did a few art classes in college. One of my ex-girlfriends, me and my ex-girlfriends, we went to a painting class, and that was a pretty cool day. So I paint when I can, James. It's just been quite a while since I've painted. But anyway, yes, to answer your question, I do have some painting skills. So anyway, today's topics are horror movie questions. You guys have been loving these horror movie questions. I'm going to continue on with them. My second one is my second one that I want to talk about is strengths and weaknesses for me and for everybody. And then the third one is famous movie props of all time, because there's some famous movie props out there. James says, "I mean work-wise." Oh, I've never painted like in a work capacity. I've always done painting. I've always done painting like in a like a creative way, James. But James says, "Well, Fears, if you do move back, I might have a job for you if you move back here." Oh, well, I appreciate that, James. You're a good friend. Because yeah, when I move back, if I move back, I'll definitely be looking for work if I move back. I haven't decided, but I've got a job interview in a couple of days, so I may not move back. So we'll see. Anyway, for people just tuning in, here is the topics for tonight. Famous movie props, strengths and weaknesses, and horror movie questions. I'm going to start with famous movie props. Fears has some of the legendary ones. Tour map. Booyah. And booyah. And booyah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's one. One of my favorites. Any prop from Jurassic Park, that's a given. That's a given. So, yeah. James says, oh, shit, gotta go. Need to take this call. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. I will see you later. Like I was saying, any movie prop from Jurassic Park, you know it's a goodie. So this is a good one. I don't have it yet, but the cryo can, the shaving cream cryo can, that's a goodie. That's an oldie, but a goodie. And Nedry, Dennis Nedry uses it. Dotson, we've got Dotson here. See, nobody cares. Nice hat. What are you trying to look like, a secret agent? And then he does a little shaving cream, and then that fucking moron takes the shaving cream and puts it on top of a pie. One of these days, Fears will get it. I will get it. That is, I would say that's a pretty good legendary prop. Another one, the Raptor Claw in the original Jurassic Park. But one of the best ones. It's not the best. It's one of the best. I'd say the best prop in that movie, wouldn't you guys say, is the cryo can. Or at least that's my favorite. Another one is when that kid puts those night vision goggles on and he's in the Jurassic Park car. Well, that's a legendary prop. Another prop that Fears has. Oh, yeah. Kryptonite. This is from part 3. A chunk of it. Another legendary prop. Oh, the granddaddy, the almighty. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. The cup of Christ, the Holy Grail. I wish this was the real one. This is a replica. A replica. It's still a good prop, though. Still a good prop. Still a good prop to have in the collection. Frank says, I had a friend. Oh, hang on. Let me click on it. Frank says, I had a friend who was into movie memorabilia and movie props. He bought the Hall from Annie Hall. Nice. Nice. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Cameo Man says Jurassic Park sucked. I didn't like it. How dare you? How dare you? Unbelievable. Wait a minute. Cameo Man says Jurassic Park can go to hell. Oh my gosh. Randall is in full heated mode tonight. Randall, this is not good. This is not good. Did you happen to watch the newest Jurassic Park from Visions? I have not watched it yet, Visions, but I'm sure there's some legendary props in this new one, in this new reincarnation. By the way, Fear's got a new coffee mug. Woo! Oh, yeah. Now, you guys may not know who this is. There's an American Dennis the Menace, and then there's a British Dennis the Menace. This right here is the British Dennis the Menace. I had my mom mail me this. This is an old classic. So she went through my all of my my stuff. And I said, Mom, remember that Dennis the Menace mug? I'm like, can you send it to me? She went, sure. So cheers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I finally got one that works. Booyah, right there. They had them on sale. It sucks that I had to buy 2. But I got it finally. The other one, I got home. I'm like, you son of a bitch. It doesn't work. So I went grocery shopping today. And I was like, I wonder if they have any left. At first, I didn't think they had any. This was behind. They had like 4 or 5 others in front of it. And all of a sudden, I kind of looked to the right, and then booyah, I found it. So, yeah. I would say another legendary prop. I don't know if we'll get through all the legendary props. Fears is just going to name off a few. Frank says, hang on, let me click on it. Frank says, he even has the cane from Citizen Kane. Oh, nice. Very cool. Cameo Man, he's bitching and moaning and complaining. Says, don't piss me off, Fears. The only Kane is Kane from Kung Fu. That's right. That's right. Grab the pebble as quick as you can from my hand. When you can grab the pebble from my hand, you will be allowed to leave. Grab the pebble from my hand. What if Fears actually had the fucking pebble from Kung Fu? That would be fucking legendary. Randall, did you ever watch Kung Fu, The Legend Continues? That was pretty good. It wasn't good as the original, but it was good. So yeah, so Fears has never had this coffee cup on camera. So I don't know if you guys know, but there's a British Dennis the Menace and there's an American Dennis the Menace. And the only difference is the Dennis the Menace in America, he's sweet and he's innocent and he gets into trouble. The British Dennis the Menace, he wears all black clothes. He's kind of like a punk, you know. He has a black dog named Nasher and another black dog called Nasher and Gasher. I swear to God, Scout's honor. His dogs are called Nasher and Gasher. And he basically just causes fucking... And he wears these big, like, commando boots, black shorts, and then a red and black sweater. And he, like, gels his hair up. And see how he has his hair gelled up? There's his 2 dogs right there. There's his 2 dogs, Nasher and Gasher. He gels up his hair, and he just causes fucking mad fucking chaos. So... it's a complete reverse. And he's never been in a movie, not that I know of, but they have these comics that Fears used to collect all the time. I read it's funny, is I have an American side and I have a British side to me. My mom's from England, my dad's from America. And you would think a young lad like me would read a lot of American comics. No. I read a lot of comics whenever my mom would take me over to England, and they've got these 2 comics. One comic is called Beano, and the other one is called Dandy. So it's the Beano and Dandy comics, and Dennis the Menace is a character in this comic. Another one was called like Desperate Dan, and he was like this like 9-foot like cowboy, and he would eat like all these cow pies, and it was pretty crazy stuff in this comic. Pretty crazy comic. Another one was like this kid would be a normal kid, but the minute he would like chow down on a banana, he would turn into like a 7-foot superhero called Banana Man. And Fears Man, I kind of took his colors because Banana Man, his suit is nothing but yellow and blue. So I got a little inspiration from Banana Man. But if you guys ever, they got some crazy characters. Like literally a kid is like 7 years old. He takes a fucking bite of a banana and he turns into a 9-foot superhero with like massive fucking muscles. And he's like, I am, and he kind of looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's like, I am Banana Man. And I'm like, you are utterly fucking hilarious. That's what you are. Vision says, sounds pretty goth. Oh, it's pretty goth, Visions. I mean, that Dennis the Menace, the British Dennis the Menace is a full-on crazy psychopath that just causes mad fucking chaos. So, yeah. Yep. All right. Let's see. Well, actually, Randall, you spelt it different. Beano is B-E-A-N-O, not B-I-N-O. There it is. There it is. But yeah, so anyway, I'm trying to get to everyone's comics. I almost said comments. Let's see. One time he almost bought the wax from Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. Frank, you are pretty hilarious. Pretty hilarious, buddy. But wouldn't that be great? The actual wax from Karate Kid. Heroes and Villains says, yo, 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 what's good? Well, I will get you in here in a few minutes, Heroes. I'm doing a real quick. I can only stream for about 2 hours because then Fears has to mosey on off to work. But and I'll get Randall in here. Fire King Lord. I don't know who that is. I'm trying to look at his profile picture. Well, hello. Jason's here. Pretend Store's here. Jason, I thought you were only streaming like 1 day a week. Well, I was, Jason. And usually I am. But I've just been on this like streaming kick. And Fears has to get it out of his system. Whenever I get on these kicks, I just got to get out of my system and then, But Jason, I hope you're doing well. I hope your lady Amy's doing well. I hope the conventions are doing well. I hope the toy show's been going well. One of my favorites that you went to, I can't remember the name of it. It was like a horror movie, like flea market or a horror movie convention or some shit. You'd have to jog Fears' memory. You said you went in. It was like nothing. It was like nothing but horror memorabilia, horror toys, horror props, just going fucking ballistic. Let me know. Cameo Man says, I'm a troll, not really Randy. Anyway, that's bullshit. I'm Randy. I know it's you. I know it's you, buddy. I know it's you, man. Don't fuck with me, Randy. Anyway, I'm going to invite Randy in first, and then I'm going to invite Heroes and Villains, and we're going to talk some movie props. So, another movie prop. That's one of my favorites. A legendary one. I mean, you cannot say that this isn't a legendary prop. The proton packs, the ghost trap, and Mr. Stay Puft. There was a guy in a Stay Puft suit. He must have been really hot in that Stay Puft suit, but God bless him because he's one of the most legendary ghosts of all times. Now, Slimer, he's more of a prop. There was no one in it. I think they had it. It was like a puppet, and they just kind of moved him. And like the mouth moved up and down, and they just kept mashing food into his fucking face. And Slimer was molded and thought of because John Belushi was supposed to be, I think, like Peter Venkman. Fortunately, he died because, I hate to say it, he was a good actor, but he was a fucking idiot for using cocaine. He had all the years in front of him, and he's like, hey, guess what? I'm going to overdose on cocaine. You're a fucking moron. There it is. And he threw his life down the tubes. But Dan Aykroyd was his friend, and I do love John Belushi's work, but he's an idiot for using cocaine. Anyway. So Dan Aykroyd's like, well, how can I immortalize him and like honor my friend? And I would do the same thing. I would honor my friend too if something like that happened. It would be a shame if one of my friends used cocaine or drugs or something like that. But because John Belushi like loved food and he was kind of like a fatter guy and so full of life, he goes, Slimer is the reincarnation of John Belushi. There we are. So there it is. There it is. So I would consider Slimer a big prop too. That's what it was, Jason. Jason said, Sales from the Dark Side. It's hosted by Terror Trader. They run a year-round horror store. Nice. Well, I tell you what, if I ever come to visit you, buddy, I would love to come and visit at some point, because me and Jason were trying to rebuild our friendship. I would love to go to that Terror Trader store. And then I would love to go to Sales of the Dark Side because that fucking thing looked amazing on camera. And I love horror movies. And it looked fucking amazing. And Fears has to check it out. Cameo Man says, I can't come in. I got to do stuff. Oh, yeah, you can. You can come in, Randall. Come on. You can come in for a couple of minutes. Don't fuck with me, Randall. Don't fuck with me. You're coming in, Randall. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm your best friend. You can't let your best friend down, man. Man. Unfucking believable. You're coming in, Randall. Oh, you're coming in. I'm throwing you the link right now. You get your little ass in here. You get in here, buddy. All right, check your Facebook, Randall. Because if you don't, I'll be calling you in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All right. I'm just joking. If you can't come in, you can't come in. All right. Pretend Story says, is this a war on drugs? No, I'm just stating my opinion, Pretend Stories. So, yeah. Oh, Fierce, are you friends with Mr. Lantern? I don't even know who Mr. Lantern is. I've heard of him. I kind of know who he is, Frank, but I wouldn't say we're friends. No. I think he hangs out with pedophile Matman. So I want nothing to do with that. But he creeps. I can't see his comments, but he creeps around in my chat. So I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of psychos on the internet. My dude, you've been cracking me up with these streams. Well, that's my job, heroes. That is my job. I love to make people laugh. I love to spread joy. I love to make people laugh and have a good time and talk about stuff that I'm interested in and all that delicious jams and jellies. So, yeah. Well, it's too bad that Randall can't come in. I'm going to call him real quick. I'm going to call Randall. I'll get him in here. By the way, Randall did a late night stream, and it was like Ask Randy or something. Went pretty good. I had a cameo in it last night. It was like right when I got off of work, about to go to sleep, and I called Randy, and he got me in there. Come on, Randy. Hello? Randall? Randall? Damn it. I tried. All right. So more legendary props. So I would consider the proton packs pretty legendary. Let's see. What's another legendary prop? Anything from Back to the Future. Like the actual DeLorean. Any movie car is a prop. Marty McFly's wallet, his wardrobe, those are all props. Probably the best prop out of the entire Back to the Future series. Probably the Sports Almanac from Part 2. If I had to pick another one, probably the picture of Doc Brown, like when he's like from the Old West, and Marty and the 1950s Doc Brown like finds a picture, and he's like, so it's true, all of it. It is me that goes back in time and gets shot by, Buford Mad Dog Tannen. And he's like, it's not going to happen, Doc. As soon as you repair the time circuits and put new tires in the DeLorean, I'm going back to 1885 and I'm bringing you home. So those two are pretty legendary props. Probably another one from the future is when he walks into that futuristic like cafe and those two TVs are like arguing with each other. And he's like, hey, guys. All I want is a Pepsi. And all of a sudden that thing, it like the camera like tilts down and that fucking like Pepsi shoots out. That Pepsi's a pretty cool prop. Let's see. What is the best movie car prop of all time? I mean, that's pretty hard. Let's see. I mean, my favorite's the Echo One. That's of all time. I would say a good runner-up. A good runner-up would be probably the DeLorean Time Machine. I've seen a lot of movie cars because me and Sam just went to Deserlin, and whoever owns that Mr. Deserlin, that fucking guy, he must be a gazillionaire. He not only did he have almost every single movie car alive, but he had like fucking cars from the 20s to the present. And I found out, Sam told me, I didn't know this. Sam told me, said, Fierce, that's not the only location. I was like, well, where the fuck is the other location? And he goes, oh, they have another one that's even 10 times bigger in Miami, Florida. I was like, oh, I'm like, I didn't know that. So that guy is a fucking gazillionaire. Thank God he decided to share his movie car collection with everybody. And if you guys get a chance, whether you're in Miami, Florida, or Orlando, Florida, there's two locations. And not that I didn't believe Sam, but Sam gave me the Deserlin website and said, check it out for yourself, Fears. You can click on it. You can either click on the Orlando side or the Miami side. I clicked on the Miami side because I had already seen the Orlando side. And he's got even more movie cars and more shit down in Miami. And I was like, this fucking guy is a gazillionaire. I mean, it was pretty impressive. So I told Sam, at some point, we have got to go down to Miami and check the Miami Desertland location out. Sam was all for it. I'm all for it. So yeah. So, but man, it's pretty hard to pick like the best movie prop car of all time. I don't know. I'll have to come back to that. I'll have to do some thinking. Anyway, let's see. More movie props. Anything from Indiana Jones is a legendary prop. The Ark of the Covenant, those glowing rocks from Temple of Doom with the diamond inside them, his hat, his whip, the Holy Grail that Fears owns. I wish it was the fucking real one. It's a goddamn replica, but I'm honored to have it in the Into the Fears Man movie prop collection. Whew. I like my props. Some of them are real, some of them are replicas, some of them are fakes. Because I wouldn't lie to you guys. But it's a mixture of all those. Anyway, let us continue on. Let's see here. What else? Let's see. Again, we can't get through all the props, but I'm just going to keep picking a couple of my favorites, and then we'll move on. If you guys have got any favorite movie props, booyah, put them in the chat. 9 people was watching. Now we're down to 8, but I thank all of the fans for watching. I hope you guys are doing great. Shout out to Frank, Exhume Visions, Heroes, Pixel, who else is in here? Cameo Man, Jason, who else? That Lord King guy. I don't know if he's still here. Let's see. James was here. He said he had to. James is an old buddy of mine from Missouri. He said he had to take a phone call, so I guess he's out of here. Vision says, "Is that mask actually real?" Some of them that I have are Visions, and some are fake. So I've got some still left in Missouri. In Missouri, I have a replica of the Jason mask from part. Oh God, I have so many back in Missouri. I've only got one here. So the fake ones, I don't really like to call them fake, replicas. I've got a replica back in Missouri of part 5, a replica of part 3. Part 4 is here in my house. Then I bought like a real cheap, flimsy one from a convention in Missouri. That one's fake, but I got Kane Hodder to sign it, which was fucking awesome. Then I have another fake, flimsy hockey mask, and I got the guy from part 6 to sign that one. So I've got quite a few, but only one is real in my collection, Visions. One is real. So yeah. I don't know who this is, but someone said shout out to Plop and Dillian. Hell yeah, man. I think the better question is why wouldn't you shout out to her? Pixel. Now I will say, Visions, if like Pixel's got the creme de la creme movie prop. It's not really a movie prop. It's a video game prop. And Pixel, I am so jealous that you have this and I don't. I scavenged the internet. I could not find it. I couldn't find it. I don't think it exists anymore, Pixel. I keep saying Visions. Pixel has got. Is it from part 7 or part 8? I can't remember. He's got the it's not the spray can. The spray can's from part 4. It's the fucking health aid bottle where in 7 and 8 you just see a hand come out of nowhere and then it just like whoop 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 and then like all the fucking like fluid comes out of the bottle and then like his like Ethan turns his hand and shit. I don't know what the hell it's called. Is it called the health aid bottle or just the health bottle? But Pixel found this off Etsy. I guess the person doesn't make them anymore. I wanted one. I may just, whenever I hang out with Pixel, I may just fucking buy his. You know, I think Pixel got the last one. Pixel says, are you going to have MMA holes back? I forgot to ask the other day. Doubtful. He hasn't responded. I haven't reached out to him. He hasn't reached out to me. I don't want to change the status quo, you know, because they were pretty pissed off about what I did back in the day. I was pretty pissed off at what they did. I don't have any ill will against them. I wish them well. I guess they're starting a family. I think they had a kid together because I don't know what his girlfriend or his wife's name. I think it's Jessie. It's been that fucking long. She was holding a kid while she was cooking in one of her videos. So I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't even know they had a fucking kid. I still watch his show every once in a blue moon, but doubtful. So, yeah. But you never know. Vision says, Fears, you got to get plopped. You're preaching to the choir, man. You need a lady to get plopped. There you are. Let's see. Pixel says, I only have the Part 8 mask signed by Kane Hunter. Oh, that's fucking sweet. And the Resident Evil Healy Juice bottle. Well, that's what me and Sam call it. Me and Sam call it the Healy Juice bottle. But what is it actually called, Pixel? What is it actually called? Is it just called like the health bottle or something? It's from both 7 and 8 and most likely in the next game. Oh, yeah. If they make Resident Evil 9, that'll be epic. You think Ethan will come back for Part 9? And I can't fucking believe I used to love Chris Redfield. That goddamn motherfucker turned evil. He turned evil and he killed Mia. She's hot. She's sexy. Me and Sam were going fucking ballistic. Me and Sam love marinara sauce. She was making marinara sauce. Then all of a sudden, the fucking idiot shoots 15 bullets come flying through the window and murders her ass. Unbelievable. See, why can't Fears find a sexy Mia in real life? You know, she has to be a fucking video game character. Oh Lord. But nothing will compare to the Merchant. And I'm pretty pissed off, Pixel, that the original guy that created that legendary voice, he's not coming back for the remake of Resident Evil 4. Well, fuck him. Fears will take over because I can do the Merchant like no other. You guys love my Merchant. I'm not going to do it because you guys have probably heard enough of it, but yeah. It's just called the First Aid or something. Okay, that's what I thought it was. You got to beat Village to find out. Well, me and Sam, we're working on it. I'd say we're about 40-50% through it, so I cannot wait to do another video game adventure with Sam. I got exciting news before we move on to the next topic. Me and Heroes and Villains are hanging out this weekend. So, oh yeah. So we're gonna do a lot of live streaming. We're gonna do a lot of filming. I'm gonna bring my GoPro, and I hope Heroes and Villains doesn't mind when I get him in here. I'm going to interview him for probably I may put a little bit of our hangout on Fears vlogs and make a mini vlog out of it, but most of our interview, I think, is going to go on Fears Man 26. So I'm going to do a full-on interview. I'll be honest, Pixel. I'll be honest. I hate to let the fans down. I honestly don't think my stomach can handle that hot wing because I've got stuff to do this weekend. I'll do the wing on a weekend where I can just lay in bed all fucking weekend. But I actually have a lot to do. I haven't went to church in weeks, guys. So I want to go to church. I'm thinking about going to the beach on Sunday after church. I haven't decided because I haven't been to the beach in a long time. And I would love to work on my tan. I'd love to, swim in the ocean before it gets way too cold because we're getting into, the winter seasons and it can get brutal sometimes out here. Normally, we got the sun going for us, but like last year, November and December were the first couple of times where Fears actually had to bust out a coat. I had to bust out one of my sweatshirts And I hardly have ever had to bust out a sweatshirt or a jacket since I've been out here. Like, I busted out a light jacket like once or twice in 2020, and last year I busted out like 1 or 2 sweatshirts and 1 or 2 jackets. That's it. So yeah. I am probably gonna shoot the boot, you know, with heroes and villains. I'll do the boot. I'll do at least one boot for you guys. That fucker's huge. But you know, Fears hasn't drank in a while, so probably one of those boots. I'll be getting a good buzz going on. But no chicken wing this weekend. So I hate to burst your guys' bubbles, but I think that one chicken wing would kill Fears' stomach. I'm not backing out. I'll do it on a weekend where I can literally lay in bed for an entire weekend. Because if I eat one of those with that fucking Da Bomb shit on it, that shit it'll crucify my stomach. So yeah. Pixel says, Carrie was at church and her church live streams, and you can even see her front row praising. Really? Hang on. I got to check this out. Wait a minute. Let me go to her channel. There's nothing wrong with that. Just I've never live streamed at church. Sometimes I filmed a scene inside the church for a vlog, and then I filmed whenever I was in charge, they put me in charge of hiding all the Easter eggs. And I filmed an Easter vlog because after all the little kids did their Easter egg hunt, then I filmed. They had like a buffet of food, and I made like a tiny little vlog. And my friend at church, he's got a little one, and he was the one that turned around at Pixel, and I was like, "Hey man, are you stealing all these little kids like Easter eggs?" And he goes, "Yeah, why wouldn't I, Fears? Like, I'll steal all the Easter eggs I want, like from my son." And I was like, "All right, man." I'm just checking. He said some shit like that. He's a nice guy though. He's from my church. His name is Matt. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. He wanted to come to church camp with me, Pixel, but he was like, Fears, between like my son and my wife, he goes, and then fucking work. He goes, I couldn't take off. And I was like, dude, I wish you would have came. I'm like, because fucking church camp was amazing. It was fucking so much fun. He's like, oh, I'm sure it was, Fears, but you know, he's like, priorities. And I was like, no, I'm like, I get you, man. I'm like, I'm single. I'm like, you got a family. I'm like, I get it. All right, let's look at this. Hang on. I can't see your guys' comments right now because I'm looking up Carrie's the Carrie show. It's been quite a while since I went to her YouTube channel. So let's have a look. Okay, so she's got a new respectable profile picture, because the last one was just, well, I don't want to say anything mean, but I'm being honest. The last one was pretty horrendous, but this one's all right. This one's okay. All right, so let's go to videos. Jesus calling daily devotional. Oh wow, okay. So she must go to church like digitally. Like I don't think she goes to. Is that what she's doing, Pixel? So she like, because I remember when my church was closed down, they did a lot of FaceTime, you know, and they did a lot of Skype, like worship time. But I'm so glad that my church is reopened. I can actually fucking like go into the building and like sit down. So yeah. Well, good for Carrie. Okay, let's see what else she's been doing over the last couple of weeks. A lot of video game stuff. Well, she's always been into that. Okay, and then let's see here. Did she take down all the twerking videos and all the dick sucking and God knows what else she was doing? Okay, update video. Okay, all right. So it seems like she's cleaned up her act. Well, that's good. That's really good. I mean, because she was uploading some wild and crazy shit. Let's see. Okay, scrolling down here. Oh, now if you scroll back long enough, she does have some of the crazier stuff. I guess she didn't take down like the stuff from years ago, but recently she's took down, you know, some crazy stuff. So over the last 3 or 4 weeks, a lot of video game playing. Well, good for her going back to church. That's good. Proud of you, Carrie. That's very, 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 very good. Nice. I'm liking it. All right, now I can see your guys' comments. There you are. There you are. Okay. It's not on her channel. Well, she did a devotional one. I saw that one, Pixel. It said daily devotion. Okay, that's good. She goes in person. Nice, 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 nice. The church itself streams their stage and audience. Oh, okay. Well, hers must make. I have a littler church, Pixel. The one in Missouri sometimes would stream and sometimes film the audience stuff. But I'll be honest, my church is quite small. Like the one in Florida, on a calm day, maybe 30 or 40 people show up. On a busy Sunday, maybe 50 or 60 people show up. I would rather go to a small church because I looked at some churches around the area and like one of them had like 1,000 people. And I'm like, you can't get to know anyone if you're one of those 1,000 people. And usually if you go to a church that has like 1,000 people, you barely have time to talk to your pastor because he's talking to everybody. So I'm always able to talk to my pastor every single time I go to church because there's only 30, 40, 50, 60 people that usually show up. Like the last time I seriously went, which was like right after church camp was done, I think like 35 people showed up. And he was like, "Hey, Fierce, how was church camp?" I'm like, "It was fucking amazing." I'm like, I had a blast. I'm like, I posted some pictures. I'm like, I didn't post all of them, but I posted some of them. And I said I posted a couple of videos. It's pretty good. All right, let's continue on because Fears has only got about an hour and 30 minutes left, and then I got to get Mosey off to Worko. So, yeah. So those are just some of my favorite movie props. If you guys want to continue to talk about this, let me know because there's so many movie props. So many movie props. So many movie props, so little time. Eventually, Fears will get all of them in my collection, or as much as I can before I die. I got to say, Pixel, I'm jealous. The Healy juice bottle, listen, when you guys know, when Fears is on a fucking mission, when I'm on a mission, I will achieve it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Pixel, I will find another person on Etsy or eBay or Amazon. Someone out there has to have the same idea as that fucking guy. Like, hey, you know what? I'll make the Healy juice bottle, Or if worse comes to worse, Fears will just make one of his own. I'll just find a glass bottle, I'll spray paint it green, and I'll just put a little label on it, and I'll be like, I'm making my own fucking prop. And I'll fucking write on there, Fears' fucking Healy juice, and I'll put it into the shelf of all the props. So somehow, some mystical way, it's fucking going in there, But I will find it. And I'm jealous that you have the... Is it a replica of the Part 8 hockey mask? Or is it one of Kane Hodder's real ones? Because if you have a real one, Fears will shit a fucking brick. Because that's one of my favorite. I mean, that's Kane Hodder's first appearance as Jason. I mean, that's fucking legendary, man. And Jason gets the shit kicked out of him in Part 8. That fucking weird girl with the psychokinesis powers, she's not even hot, the most hottest girl in that movie. I hate to say it, that girl in the white dress, Pixel, she like with the blonde hair, she's pretty hot, but she's a fucking bitch. And I couldn't wait until Jason killed her. And he killed her in an epic way. She opens the door and Jason's like, "Come here, bitch." He grabs her, throws a fucking axe into her head. Then he grabs her by the fucking neck and just goes, "Boom," and fucking launches her through the air. And then she goes, she hits the back of the TV, goes flying across, and then she like lands behind the fucking TV. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. Fuck you, bitch. You're out of there, She was hot, but she was a fucking bitch to the ninth dimension of fucking hell. Like the bitchiness of all bitches. So Jason was like, all right, I've had enough of this bitch. And he's like, oh yeah, what do you think about this? Good news, sport. Throws a fucking axe into her head and then just goes, and fucking launches her like 9 feet through the air and then fucking crashes, behind the fucking TV and shit. It was fucking great. It's one of the best deaths. One of the best deaths in the Part 8. So, or at least that, I mean, I think so. Pixel says it's just a replica of Part 8 masks. They don't have a ton of screen-used masks in the wild. They need to, because epic fans like me, Pixel, Jason Cool, other people, we want that shit, That would be a good conversation starter. You're having a get-together with like 30, 40 of your friends, drinking cocktails and shit. All of a sudden, someone like looks over and goes, what the fuck is that? And you're like, oh, You noticed that, did you? That's my fucking real mask from part 8. What's up? Do you have a real one? No, bitches. So there it is. Actually, I wouldn't call my friend bitches, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Well, hey, just to have a replica of a Pixel is pretty cool. But I've got a couple of things signed from Kane Hodder. But all my masks are not even replicas. They're like fake, like flimsy ones that I bought at that, that convention that I went to like years ago, like in Illinois. I can't even remember the name of the convention, but someone had made they took those Halloween masks, the real thin ones, and they kind of made it look like a Jason hockey mask. And I was like, well, they're only like $6-7. I'll just get these fake ones. And then the next convention I went to, I'm like, I'm like, fucking Kane's going to be there. Like, I'll just take all these masks and I'll have him sign all this shit. And he remembered me, Pixel. He's like, aren't you the guy that interviewed me like a couple of conventions ago at like your friend's like contamination convention? I said, oh shit, you remember me? He goes, I remember Fears. And I was like, is that good or bad? He went, no, man. He goes, it's good. He goes, I loved your fucking energy. He goes, I subscribed to your channel. He goes, I watched the fucking interview. And I was like, oh, you subscribed to my channel? He goes, you bet your ass I did. And I was like, I did not know that. I'm like, well, I appreciate you subscribing. I said, did you subscribe to both? And he's like, no, just the main one, the Fears Man 26. I said, fuck Fears Vlog. It's all about Fears Man 26. And he's like, really? Or he said some shit like that. And I said, Fears Vlogs is just kind of like my goof off channel. I said, I care about it, but not as much as Fears Man 26. I said, I put more effort into Fears Man 26. And he's like, oh, okay, I got you. So there. Hopefully I can meet him a third time, Pixel. That'd be great. And I've never met Nick Castle. I need to get with it, though, because he's getting up there in age. And I love every single performance. He's played Michael Myers, let's see, in the original. He played him for a couple of scenes, not all the scenes, a couple of scenes in Halloween 2018. Then he played him a couple of scenes in Halloween Kills. And they better bring him fucking back for Halloween Ends. Now, that other guy, James Cordry, or whatever the hell his name is, he's doing really good as the new Michael. Like, he's the guy that usually mostly plays all the scenes. And he plays an older Michael. And he's got like one fucking eyeball hanging out. And he's got the gray hair and shit. Or the half gray hair. But because Michael Myers wears a mask, he's like, oh, we're going to like slip, Nick Castle in there a couple of times. And I'm like, get him in there. He's the fucking original. He's the goddamn creator of it, get him in there. So I can't wait for Halloween Ends, man. But is it really going to be the end? Fuck no. When I'm 95 years old, fucking Mike will be like walking with a fucking, walker and shit going, listen, I may be old, but I'm not obsolete. I'm fucking killing. I'm slicing a girl's fucking neck, you fucking bitch. He'll still be at it, Pixel. I'm telling you. All right, let's move on because Fears has got to squeeze the rest of it in because I've only got limited time. All right. I want to talk about strengths and weaknesses. I've got a lot of strengths and I've got a lot of weaknesses. Recently, somebody told me, not going to mention any names. He's a fucking idiot anyway. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm not going to mention any names because that's how fucking shit starts. Recently, someone said Fears is annoying. I would say at certain times I've been annoying. But as a whole, I don't think I'm annoying. Every single person at one point or another, humans as a whole are annoying at some time, So I would say my strengths are creativity, energy. I have lots of energy, imagination, funny, humor, friendly, kind, loving, supportive. Because I love my family, I love my friends. I can be annoying at times, but as a whole, I wouldn't think I'm annoying. Those are Fears' strengths. I'm sure there's more, but those are the ones that come to mind. Dedicated, loyal. I'm loyal to a fault. Very dedicated. My weaknesses are kind of all the diseases that I have. God gave me a lot of challenges. That's why I'm always saying, like, God, he's a lovable guy, but he's a bastard sometimes because he gives you these challenges to get over. Like, he was just sitting around one day and he's like, I'm going to give Fears ADD. You know what? That's not enough. I'm going to give Fears ADHD. So I've got hyperactive disorder and I've got attention deficit disorder. Then I think the devil made Crohn's disease. The devil was just sitting around and he goes, how can I possibly just, fuck with people's minds? He goes, you know what? I won't fuck with their minds. He goes, I'll fuck with their stomach. So the devil made Crohn's disease. I don't wish Crohn's disease on any of my enemies, online, offline. It fucking hurts like a bitch. So I would say those are 3 weaknesses that Fears has to deal with every single day. I have to deal with my ADHD and my attention deficit. I have to deal with Crohn's. But I will say I've gotten a lot better dealing with my hyperactive disorder and my attention deficit disorder. Thank God Fears ran into art as a whole. Without art and editing and filmmaking and drawing and painting, I think Fears would have been fucking lost, because when you're an artist, I focus all my energy into editing, or focus all my energy into whatever it is I'm doing. And normally that kind of balances me out, But shame on that person that says I'm annoying. I would say I'm entertaining, I'm loving, I'm loyal, I'm supportive. But see, that guy, I don't, you have to take what he says with a grain of salt, because he's always hated me from day one. He's never tried to get along with Fears, not once. I've tried to, but there's just no fucking hope for that guy. He'll hate Fears to the end of time. I will hate him for the end of time. Let's just put it this way. When he dies, that's all I'm going to say. Fears will be a happy camper. That's all I will say. The internet will be better. It'll be better. A couple of people need to get out of here. I wish they would just leave Fears alone. I really do. But it's just one of those things that you have to fucking deal with. It's one of those things you have to deal with. So if you guys don't know what your strengths and your weaknesses are, write them out. Fears has wrote them out quite often. And I'm like, all right, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? But I've gotten a lot better. I've took Jason's advice. I've took Randy's. And every once in a while, they still know how to, twist the knife and get a reaction out of Fears. But I've gotten better at not reacting. Like when I know, when the Fears rage is coming and it's bubbling up, I'm like, oh, it's time to end the stream. That's probably another weakness. Low patience, and I get my dad's temper. Because when my dad gets mad, holy God, I've seen Mr. Fears in full rage mode. Fears gets that. You guys have seen Fears full rage mode to the fucking max. Oh, it's bad. And when that happens, normally it takes me a good 15, 20 minutes to calm down. Like fucking steam is coming out of Fears' ears. So I try not to be like that anymore, because I hate when I'm like that. I hate it. Fears has said horrible things when I'm in full Fears rage mode. So has it gotten better? Yes. Do I still have those two things? Yes. But I'll just give you an example. In college, I had slim to no patience. If someone said something like, fuck you, kiss my ass, oh, I'm going to fucking kill you. I mean, I was way out of line. I was like, and I hate that version of myself. And when I look back, I was like, oh man, I said a lot of crazy shit back then. You couldn't tell Fears anything in college or when I was in high school. Oh man. I'm surprised that my buddy Eric stayed with me, but Eric's never said I was annoying. Eric just accepted me for who I am. Usually your friends and your family accept you for who you are. So I've really matured as a person. I'm still lovable, goofy, man-child Fears. I'm probably the biggest man-child ever. I love my movie props. I love my Ghostbusters. I love my Ninja Turtles. But whenever it's time to knuckle down and get the job done, I'm 100% professional at work. So there it is. Excuse me one second. Oh, nice. My friend Chris wrote me on, man, I haven't heard from Chris on my Facebook in quite a while. Well, I will message him after the stream before I go to work. All right. So yeah, it's sometimes hard for fears to talk about my strength. God damn, Chris. Oh, he's watching. Chris, I will message you after the stream. You're going nuts. We're writing fears on Facebook. I'll get back to you. I promise. It's hard for me to talk about my strengths and weaknesses, but I appreciate all the loving fans. So yeah. Let's see. Jason says, ADHD is another version of ADD. You can't have both. No, I've got both. I remember they diagnosed me. I had to take tons of medicine when I was a kid. I have hyperactive disorder, which is like you got multiple amounts of energy, and then attention deficit disorders when you have a hard time focusing. And I had a hard time focusing in school. I remember I had to take 3 Ritalin pills a day, which is a lot. I had to take one like before school, and then right after I ate lunch, the nurse would call me to the nurse's office. I took one there, and then before I went to bed. Then they kind of eased me off of it. Then I went from 3 to 2, and then I went down to 1, and then I begged my mom and dad and said, I should be able to do college. I said I want to have this challenge, mom and dad. And my mom and dad were like, you think you could do college without that Ritalin stuff? And I was like, I'm determined. I said, I don't want to take those pills for the rest of my life. I said, if I start getting a lot of energy, or if I start getting, out of focus, I said, I'll just take all that raw energy and put it for good. And normally it's kind of balanced me out. Yeah. That's pretty funny, Visions. I agree, Visions. I agree. Listen, Visions, it's been a long 2 years with no sexy time from any girl. Fears is starting to get that itch. It's not for a lack of trying, Visions. I have been trying to get a new lady, a new Mrs. Fears for quite a while, and nothing. But you can't rush that shit. You can't rush it. When you meet the right lady, you meet the right lady. And trust me, a lot of my friends have told me this. They're like, you can't rush this, Fears. Jason went through a couple ladies, but then when he found Amy, she was the right one. And I've never talked to Amy, but Jason's told me wonderful things about Amy, and I wish them luck. Heroes and villains, he's got a babe. He married his babe. He's got some kids now. Good for him. Awesome. My buddy Eric was even worse. My buddy Eric dated his high school sweetheart. Then she moved to Florida with him. They lived for a couple years. Then they broke up, and I went, oh, shit, is that the end of Aaron? I'm like, oh, damn. Then Eric, for a while, dated this other girl, which was ultra fucking hilarious. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he went, hey, Fears, I think it's going to work out with Aaron. I went, really? And he goes, we decided to be friends even though we're not dating. So they kept their friendship up. And I was like, hey, man, I'm like, that's cool. I said, that's very, very, very mature. That's awesome that, that you guys can be friends. So kind of the same thing with me and Casey. Like, we're not dating, but, we're still friends. We still talk. We haven't hung out. And I don't mean to be mean, but she is the ultimate in procrastination. Oh, yeah, we're going to hang out, Fears. We're going to hang out. Okay, yeah, good. Let's do it. Yeah, I'll let you know. Her classic line, I'll let you know. Or we need to get it together. We'll figure it out. Let's figure it out. Let's actually figure it out and do it. Weeks go by, months go by, years go by. Procrastination to the fucking max. So I've given up on having lunch. Every single time she said, oh yeah, let's have lunch. Okay, let's do that. Or every time I've tried to plan it, always some bullshit excuse. And I'm not being mean, just she's the ultimate in procrastination. And Fears is not about procrastination. When I say I'm going to fucking do something, I fucking do it. But, I wish her luck. Anyway, back to Eric. And he went, Fears, I think it's going to work out. I was like, well, and I said, you guys, it's been a while. I said, you guys, I said, it ended badly. He goes, yeah, it ended badly, but we're still friends. And I was like, okay. I'm like, that's cool. And he goes, she's going to come and visit me in Florida. I'm going to have a serious talk. And I went, okay. They had a serious talk. And within 2 or 3 weeks, Eric's like, hey, Fierce, guess what? And I was like, what's going on, man? And he goes, dude, he goes, we're back together. I went, dude, that's fucking awesome. And I said, I never thought I'd see you guys back together. He goes, well, I didn't want to throw an epic lady away. I was like, hey, man, good for you. I said, you're my friend. Aaron's my friend. I'm glad it worked out. I was in their wedding, which was awesome. They got married, and now they've been together. Now they've been married. I think it's 5 years now, because they just celebrated a anniversary. And I was like, hey, good for you guys. Good for you guys. I do use those visions. I've tried everything. You can't force that shit. And I hate it. It's true, but I hate when people say, oh, you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. If you don't try, she'll magically come. I've tried that too, and that's bullshit. I remember, like, before I moved to Missouri, I was dating that alley girl, and then that didn't work out. And then I said, you know what? I said, I'll take my friend's advice. I won't do anything, and they'll just generate to me. So I didn't do anything for like 5 or 6 months, and I looked at my friend and I went, you're hilarious. And he went, what do you mean, Fierce? I said, I did your advice. Like, I didn't write anybody on the social medias. I didn't like ask any girl out in passing. And guess what? And he goes, oh yeah? He goes, what happened, Fierce? I said, you were wrong. I said, I love you, buddy, but I said, you're wrong. He goes, no one generated towards you? I said, no. I said, you have to put effort and seek out a lady, or they'll never come. So sometimes I hate when they're like, oh yeah, she'll come. She'll come. They never do. So you have to make significant effort. Pixel says, plenty of bong. I hear, oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great, Pixel? Wouldn't that be great? Anyway. Exactly. Remember Pretend Story? I told you she recently had that idea. Hey, Fears, we should go to your favorite British restaurant. You love that restaurant. And then she was like, I recently tried British food. We should go. And I was like, that sounds great. I always give her the benefit of the doubt because I don't want to be a dick to her because she's my friend. So my go-to line is, yeah, that sounds great. We should do it. I'm like, let me know. I said, I'll let you even plan it. You tell me the day, we'll go to lunch. Okay, cool. Awesome. And I'm like, all right, sounds good. And then nothing. So I doubt it's going to happen, Pretend Stories. She's with Mr. Bubble Butt, or whatever the fuck his name is, Brian, or whatever the fuck his name is. There it is. So, Pretend Stories, I love you, buddy, and I love you like a brother, and you said, hey, Fierce, she'll come back. Doubtful. I'm glad that you're still hanging in there like a champ, Pretend Stories, but I don't think it's going to happen. Pretend Stories, we also got to hang out, too, because you live in the Florida area. The next time Fierce is at a convention, I'm going to tell you, a Star Wars convention is coming up. I think that's the next one that Jeff plans. So I'll let you know when I go to the next one, and just meet me there. We'll hang out. Tap me on the shoulder, because I've had random fans just, pop up, and they're like, hey, Fierce, guess what? I'm fucking Pretend Stories. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like that one guy that I did the lightsaber battle with, he just randomly tapped me on the shoulder and was like, I watch your YouTube channel all the time. And then I threw the camera in his face and said, oh, you do? Well, now you're actually in a Fears Vlogs. And he's like, yeah, sweet. And then we had a lightsaber fight, and then we became buddies. And I gave him a Fears Man 26. I gave him a Fears Vlogs sticker that I had in my backpack that Visions made of me. And booyah, there it is. So, yeah. I don't know, Pretend Stories. I mean, Fears has been trying. This is going on 3 years now. 3 years. But I don't ever give up. That's another quality about Fears. I never give up on my friends, my family, or myself, or my dreams, or my passion. So yeah, I never give up. So you never know. You never know. Pixel, I appreciate that. Let's hope. Like I said, I haven't gave up hope. She's out there. Where? I don't know. But we'll find out. We'll find out. So hopefully it's sooner than later. Fears just put in his dues, I'm ready to settle down, keep making the content. The all-American dream. The house, the white picket fence, the little pitter-patter of little Fears feet running around. As soon as I have kids, whether it's a girl or boy, I'm going to hand them the video camera and be like, film some vlogs. You got to start them young. Picture John Fears Jr. with a little GoPro and his father together filming away. You know, I'll take him to the miniature golf courses, and I'll be like, all right, son, get in there with a GoPro, you know, make Fears proud, make Papa Fears proud. And my mom and dad are always going nuts on me. We want grandchildren, you know, within the next few years. We don't want it in like the 24th fucking century. And I always laugh at my mom because I'm like, Mom, I can't just magically snap my fingers and a beautiful, sexy goddess appears. You have to find her. And I said, I don't know if you know how reproduction works. I don't say that to my mom, but I'm just saying it to make you guys laugh. But I'm telling my mom, I'm like, I can't just magically have a kid pop up, Mom. I said, I have to find Mrs. Fears, and then me and Mrs. Fears get together. A little sexy time here, a little sexy time there, and then all of a sudden, you know, a kid will poop out, you know? So there it is. Big Dragon says to the boot. Pretend Story says going to the boot. There it is. Heroes and Villains, I think you've made that cup legendary. Because now everybody in our community, well, in my community, and you've became a part of our community, you've made it legendary now. So I think the better question is why wouldn't you shoot the boot? Hopefully I can get it all down me because this weekend, because Fears is not. I haven't drank in. Oh man, it's been a minute. It's been a while. I don't know. Maybe 5, maybe 6 months ago. It's been a minute, but I think maybe since last Christmas, because I remember I did a Christmas stream where I was drinking tons of wine and I got a little tipsy, and you guys were laughing your ass off, and I was laughing my ass off, and then I just fell asleep on the couch and passed out, and then I woke up. And I was like, oh, this is hilarious. I'm like, I didn't even make it to my bed. I just kind of, you know, plopped on the couch. So there we are. So, but I won't let you down. I told Heroes and Villains, I said, I'll have at least one boot. That's a lot of booze. And I can't chug. I'll have to like sip it, you know, because I can't scarf food down anymore, and I can't chug stuff, you know, because of my stomach. But anyway, those are Fears' strengths and weaknesses. I would say I have more strengths than weaknesses. I'll be honest, the only weaknesses I ever have is I get shy sometimes around girls. Depending on the level of hotness, I know for a fact, I'm like, oh, I can talk to her. I can pull that off. No worries. But other times, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, well, she's smoking hot. She's a perfect 10. The worst thing that she can say is no, because my dad gave me that good piece of advice. He goes, go up and talk to him. He goes, the worst thing they can say is, no, I'm not interested. I don't want to date, or I'm sorry, no, I have a boyfriend. That fucking line that, all girls give. Or they're just not interested and they'll say no. And then my dad's like, all right, no harm, no worries, no foul. And then move on to the next lady. And I'm like, so I always go up to them. But if they get to a certain level of hotness, it takes me a minute to talk to them. It's like literally like something out of a movie. I'll be like, yeah, so, yeah, I'm John, and then I'll like, and you kind of have to, you're struggling to get the next word out. And you're like, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, you like fishing? Oh, you like to go to the beach? So do I. It gets hard sometimes. So yeah, like I told Randall, I'll never tell you guys her name, but there's this Instagram girl. Oh my God. If I would die happy man if I got to be with her. And Randall's like, Fears, like, I think either I said it to myself or Randall said it. And I can't, I don't want to put words in Randall's mouth, but one of us said it. I can't remember. And I was like, there's no way that she would ever give me a chance because she's that smoking hot. But yeah. But Visions, I do agree with you. I have lowered my standards. But I don't lower them like, my standards are not that high. Like, I've lowered them a little bit. Like, I don't expect to date like, a Playboy model, but I don't want to date like a creature from the Black Lagoon. And plus, to me, it's a mixture of both. You can have the hottest piece of ass in the world, but if she has no brains and no personality, I've said it a million times, she's probably dumber than a box of rocks. So I look for personality. And if you're not attracted to her, then what's the point? So I look for both. Exactly. Well, I would never do that, Visions. I would never do that. Like Visions, I don't know your girlfriend, but you've described it. You said she's funny, she's smart, she gets your personality. You know, she's got that dark humor. She's got a hot friend. I'm just tell her. Wait, it's her sister, right? Her sister sounded hot. Just I cannot be doing the redheads. And Visions thought that was hilarious. Like it's weird. Look at all the freckles and shit. And I don't know. I can't have her dye her hair brown or black. That's Fears' favorite. Every once in a while, I'll date a blonde, you know. But sometimes the blondes they do that fucking valley shit. Yeah. Oh, no way, dude. And I'm like, oh god, I'd rather blow my brains out. So usually I date a brunette or a girl with dark black hair. But every once in a while, you'll find a smart blonde chick. But I don't know what it is about redheads. I've only dated one redhead, and she cheated on me, like way back in the day. So maybe that's the reason why I don't date any redheads anymore. And when I say she cheated on me, it was like, I've told you guys the story. Remember, like my friend called me and was like, Fears, like, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but he goes, I'm at the movie theater. He goes, and Heather's here. I was like, yeah, she's probably with one of her girlfriends. And then he goes, oh, she's with somebody, but definitely not with one of her girlfriends. And I went, oh, that stupid fucking bitch. I'm like, do whatever it takes to keep him there. I'm like, Fears is going to get on some full hardcore revenge. And I said, I'm going to confront that idiot guy that she's with. And he goes, I'll try to keep him there, Fears. So when the movie was ended, my buddy, I guess was with his girlfriend, and he like came up to him and was like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And then my friend said, oh, she was sweating, Fears, because she's like, oh, this is my friend, you know. And then I text him, and he's like, Fears, are you here? I said, I'm waiting outside the theater. I said, what theater? And he goes, oh, we're in theater 2. And I went, okay, cool. I'm standing right there. She comes out. I'm like, who the hell is this? Oh, no, John, I can explain. I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot. You can't explain anything. I'm like, I think you've explained everything. And I'm like, guess what? Good news. I'm like, you're fucking done. I'm out of here. And I said, and then the one guy, I like totally shut him down. The one guy was like, oh, listen, I'm sorry. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, don't even fucking say a goddamn word or I'll fucking punch your face in. And he zipped it up real quick. And I said, I really did like you. I liked you. And I said, I don't know why you had to cheat on me, but I said, you ruined it. I said, I'm done. It's over. And then I just walked away. And then I got to my car and my friend came with his girlfriend and went, Fears, you like, not only did you tell her off, Fears, he goes, you crucified her life. And I said, yeah, hell yeah, I did. And he goes, Fears, I would have did the same thing. And he goes, not to the level that you did it, but he goes, I would have told her off. And I said, listen, the reason why I crucified her life and told her off is I said, that's fucked up. I said, I've never cheated on anyone. And he's like, no, I get it, Fears. And I said, hey, man, I appreciate you calling me and let me know. He's like, I would be a bad friend, Fears, if I didn't call. And I was like, I appreciate you calling, man. I said, that was good on you. So there it is. Mercenary Man says, what up, Pretend? What up, Visions? Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day. Let's see. Vision said, oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, man. She changed her mind instantly because you said redheads were yucky. I know. I never said they were yucky. I mean, I don't know. Did I? I hope I didn't. I don't think I did. She was possibly... Oh, yeah. I remember saying that. Oh, yeah. Well, remember, Visions? I told you that I was kidding about that. I was saying it to make you guys laugh. But you said your entire family like was laughing away. So I'm glad you guys got a giggle out of it. But tell her sister I was joking. But I don't know. There's just something about redheads. I've just never gotten into redheads. No offense to your girlfriend's sister. You know what's going to be really funny? One day when I hang out with Visions, I'm going to meet Visions' girlfriend. And then all of a sudden the sister's going to come over and go, hey, Fears, time for some fucking revenge. And all of a sudden she like turns into like the Karate Kid and like karate chops Fears like in the face. There it is. I'm waiting for that day, Visions. I like to make people laugh. So tell her I said most of what comes out of this mouth, you guys will know when I'm serious. 10 times out of 12, I'm just joking around. But I hope you're doing good, Visions. I hope your girlfriend's doing good, and I hope your girlfriend's sister's doing good. And I'm glad that you guys still watch, and I'm glad that girl still watches my channel. I'm glad that you still watch my channel and your girlfriend. I think you told me your girlfriend's name, but I don't recall. But I'm glad you guys are, still hanging in there. I'm glad you guys are fans. I can't wait to get my Exhumed Visions pin and see what other little goodies you pop in. So yeah. All right, let's get before I go, because I've got about 15 minutes left, and then I got to skedaddle to work. Vision says I let her know, or I'll let her know. I appreciate that, because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Well, that's not true. I don't care about the trolls' feelings. Every waking moment I can make fun of them or hurt their feelings than Fears does. But anyone else, any true fans, any loyal fans, I don't want to hurt their feelings. So, yes, tell her I was just joking around. I was just playing around. It was half, though. Half. I don't date a lot of redheads, because the one girl that I dated, she had way too many freckles, and she was a bitch, and she cheated on me. But I'm sure not all redheads are like that. So that's the only redhead that I've encountered, and it left a bad taste in Fears' mouth. Because getting cheated on fucking sucks. It sucks. That's why I've never done it to anyone, because I know how it feels. So yeah. Oh, that's great, Pickle. He's like, you know what, Fears? He's like, maybe you should dye your hair and live like she does. That's an idea. That's an idea, Pixel. All right, let's get I almost said visions. Let's get heroes and villains in here. And heroes, I'm looking forward to the hangout. The only thing that we're not doing is I can't do the chicken wing this weekend because I've got other shit to do, and that will crucify my stomach to the depths of hell. So yeah. All right. Heroes, I'm gonna post. Normally I post it on your Instagram, but my Twitter was already up because I was looking something up. So I'm gonna put it on your Twitter. And you know what? I will send it to Mercenary Man. Let's see if he comes in today. It would be great if he came in just for a little while, the last 15, 20 minutes before I go off to work. Because I've already had a shower. My lunch is already made. All I have to do is plop myself into my security uniform, grab my lunch out of the fridge, and mosey on off to work. Did I just say mosey? That's hilarious. Don't ever use mosey. That word's from 1847. It is a hilarious word, though, mosey. All right, check your check those linkages out, heroes. Heroes, I hope you and your family and the little ones are doing good. Can't wait to meet everybody this weekend. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. By the way, it sucks that Fears had to buy two. One didn't work, but I finally found one today that works. Finally. It just sucks that I had to buy two. But thank God they were only like $4 or $5. And I had a lot of errands to do. The only errand I didn't get to, the hair is getting cut tomorrow. That's I got gas today, got groceries, got a new shirt for Heroes and Villains Hangout, and the same shirt I'm going to wear with Heroes and Villains, I'm going to wear to church on Sunday. I'll just rewash it. And it was a deal. It was on clearance. It was only $4 on clearance. I got a new Hawaiian shirt, and it's really nice. So I'm going to wear the Hawaiian shirt on Saturday, and then after the hangout, I'm going to wash it, and then I'm going to wear it for church on Sunday. So it's going to be good. Heroes and Villains says, give me 5 minutes. Well, then we'll only have 10 minutes left, because in 10 minutes, Fears has got to go. I've got to go. But get on in here. But Mercenary Man, you know what Fears is going to say. Get on in here. Well, while we're waiting, I'm going to pull up some horror movie questions, because that is the last one. I've been on this horror movie questions kick. It's almost out of my system, but when Heroes and Villains get in here, I'm going to ask him some more. Probably because I've been watching a lot of horror movies lately. Like last night, after I was in Randall's stream for 15, 20 minutes, I watched John Carpenter's The Fog. That's always a goodie. That's always good. That fucking hilarious fat guy in the boat, he's like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. There's no fucking fog bank out there. And then all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, he goes, hey, check this out. There's a fog bank out there. Well, no shit. She just said it. You know? Then all of a sudden, that fucking guy, shoves a katana blade through, or not a katana blade, a sword through his chest. Instant death. He doesn't know. He's like, hey, you hear that? You hear that? And he's talking to his other chummy friend off to the side. He gets a blade right through his chest, and then the other guy, this one dead pirate guy, he's got a hatchet thing like this, and right to his neck. Another instant death. So that's probably why I've been on this horror movie kick. Let me pull up some questions here. And then like 2 days ago, I watched John Carpenter's The Thing. Also a favorite of mine. Also another favorite. Let's see here. All right. Here's one. Which character killed people in their dreams? Jason, Freddy, or Michael? Well, that's easy. That's good old Freddy with his hilarious Christmas sweater on. Number 2. In Halloween Resurrection, which rap star played a character who battles Michael Myers? Ooh. It's not P. Diddy. It is, I believe it's Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes. Oh, yeah, it is him because he has one of the greatest lines. He, like, kicks the door open. He's like, trick or treat, motherfucker. And I fucking lost my mind when he said it. I was on the floor fucking losing it. I was dying. I'm like, trick or treat, you motherfucker. And then Michael kind of, like, tilts his head and, like, kind of looks at him, which made it even more hilarious because Michael Myers is not, like, really, he's not really into rap and shit. But then he just looks at the guy. Was like, what the fuck are you on about? And then, I just lost my mind. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. All right, let's see. Let's see if Heroes is here yet. No, I'm not yet. Not yet. All right, well, I'm going to continue on until he gets in here. All right, let's see. Who was the killer in the original Friday the 13th? God, these are easy. That's Mrs. Voorhees, the original. Jason did not show up until part 2. And he was like in those hilarious, like country bumpkin, like hillbilly, like overalls. And he just like literally grabbed like a shitty fucking white, like potato sack. Just popped out one little eye hole, threw it on, and then he had like a rope tied around it. Horrible. Garbage. Worst version of Jason ever. It's not until the third one when he gets the legendary hockey mask. And then everything else worked out from that point on. All right, let's see. Who interviewed Brad Pitt in Interview with a Vampire? Oh, let's see. Tom Cruise, Annie Rice, Christian Slater, none of the above. Ooh, this is going back a few years. I have seen it. It is a good movie. Brad Pitt, he's wearing a white and black suit with a black tie, and then I'm trying to think. The guy had glasses on. I think it's not Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise in the movie is a vampire himself. So I think it's Christian Slater. I'm pretty sure. I'm 95% on that. Number 4, question 4. What horror movie features a serial killer wearing a mask inspired by Edward Munch painting? Halloween. Let's see. Scream, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know who Edward Munch is. I couldn't tell you, so I'm going to skip that one. Let's see. What classic horror movie was originally titled The Babysitter Murders? Oh, that's Halloween with Michael O. Myers. That's an easy one. That is an easy one. There he is. Yo, buddy.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's going on? All these questions I've been like...
Wait a minute. It's kind of dark. Wait a minute. Let me turn this light on.
All right, man. So... Listen, I don't know if you saw it, but Fears, when I was grocery shopping today, I finally found one that works.
Oh, nice.
The other one broke, I guess. I didn't break it. And when I got home, it was still in the package. I opened the packaging. I pushed the button. Nothing happens. And I'm like, great. Just my fucking luck. It broke. So I was like, if they have one more left, I'm going to attempt. I said, I'm not buying this a third time. So finally, I only had to buy it twice. So that one's going to go right up with all the other Stay Puffs right next to it. So there we are.
Hey, real quick, shouts out to everybody in the chat. Visions, Pixel, shouts out Mercenary Man. Hey, to all you guys right here.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There is the classic boot. So man, I'll try and chug it the best way I can. I'll try it. I mean... But yeah, dude, that's so awesome. I'm gonna wear it just like that. I'm gonna wear it just like that when we're filming.
To the boot.
So, did you have work today? Because I'm about to go to work in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I got off at 5 o'clock. So now I get to get fucked up.
Nice. And so work was good?
Yeah, work was good. Work was good. Had a good time. And I was thinking, I'm not sure, but yesterday I started the streak. I got so into it, and thanks for hitting up the live stream yesterday for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was at work and like it was slow. Usually Wednesdays are super slow, and I had nothing to do, and I was like, I'm gonna see who's live. So, and at first nobody was live, and then all of a sudden
Dragon.
All of a sudden you started going live, and I was like, I'll watch it for a few minutes, because as soon as people start coming in this building, then I have to check their IDs and I have to, wand them down and do all the security stuff that I usually do. There was nothing going on, so I was like, I'll hang out for a little while. So,
hey, real quick, since I'm on here, hey, you guys just be on the lookout. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I might do a live stream today. Yesterday I did a live stream talking about comic books.
Oh, nice.
And we had such good conversation in the chat that I wound up getting to the comic books at the end, which kind of sucked.
Listen, if you do another live stream, if I have time at work, I'll try to come in and watch it again.
Yeah, not a problem. But hey, so you guys also make sure to subscribe to the channel, and also check us out on the Heroes and Villains Collectibles Facebook and Instagram. Once we hit the 1,000 followers, I got this comic book I'm going to be giving away.
Oh, so wait, so it's going to be a giveaway?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This is a giveaway for the 1,000 followers on Instagram. Trying to get the Instagram page up,
Well, I'm always trying to get my Instagram up, my TikTok up, and my YouTube. So
make the screen big real quick.
Okay. So I'll be honest, guys, I won't be able to win this because I've already subscribed to Heroes and Villains. That's a pretty cool.
And it's a first issue. You see?
I like that it's still got the plastic on it. There's no like tears in it or rips.
No, man. This is like official. This is
It looks good, man. It looks really good.
Yep. So guys, check me out. I was thinking about doing some more comic book live streams.
Heroes, I just wanted to say, I know there was a little negativity in your chat yesterday about me. I appreciate you sticking up for me and being a good friend. And I'm sorry that some negative people came to your chat.
Listen, man.
They follow me like a fungus, man. I try to get rid of them. I try to get rid of all forms of negativity as best I can, but sometimes they follow me. It sucks.
Yeah, no, man. Listen, when it comes to my channel, man, and you guys follow me on my channel, it's about having fun. You guys see I have a good time. I get fucked up with you guys. We talk comic books, toys, all that good stuff.
And listen,
it's all good to disagree. We can all disagree. That's what makes it fun. But ain't gonna be no shit talking. On a bullying level, because we can all talk some.
Like I don't like bullies. I don't like any form of negativity, and that's why I don't put up with it on any of my channels. And I'm all about having fun on both of my channels. Just sometimes a lot of people like cross the line, and it's disrespectful, it's hurtful, and it doesn't need to be there, And no matter what you do, no matter what you say, sometimes you can't please everybody. And I do try to please everybody to a certain point, but at a certain point, I just said, fuck it. I said, I can't take this shit anymore,
No, I hear that, bro. So that's why
we're going to have fun this weekend, man. I'm down to film whatever you want. We're going to do some VR Resident Evil 4. I'm going to bring my GoPro, and off camera, I'd love to interview you. So I'm going to interview you about your channel, about your toy collecting, about your man cave. And I'm gonna probably edit that and put that on Fears Man.
Hey, speaking of which, I actually found the video that I'm actually editing it now. The video that I made it actually happened in 2018. The Hot Ones video with me and the gang.
Oh, nice.
Eating the chicken wings. So I found the video. I'm doing the editing now on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it up on my channel so that way you guys can see it, and you can see, when you see it, don't get scared. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I can't wait to watch it. And this weekend, I'm down to film whatever you want. So after we do the interview off camera, you can interview me if you want and put that on your Heroes and Villains. We can do a live stream. I'm down for the VR stuff. I'll be honest, I've never done VR, guys, so I'm just getting back into video games. So I will do my best killing some zombies in Resident Evil 4 on the VR. It's going to be a new experience. I'm looking forward. I'm not scared. I'm looking forward to it. I've never played VR, so I'll do my best.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a blast.
And I'm looking forward to meeting the wife and the little ones. I cannot wait to film inside and the toy room, the man cave, from all angles. I can't wait to see the entire thing because we only see like this shot, and then if you look to the right, we see the other shot. So
trust me, I have a lot of shit.
Man, listen, I'm gonna do the ultimate toy room tour video extravaganza. I cannot wait to film there. On Friday, I'm going to charge up my GoPro so it's all ready to go for Saturday. It's going to be a good time, buddy.
Hell yeah, yo. We definitely going to have a good time. And then, like I said, I'll do the live stream now, and then, everybody will see you. Now, hey, when we're doing the live stream, I don't have that dongle thing remember how you and Sam be playing? I don't have that yet, but we will be live streaming in the sense where they're going to still see you with the goggles on, doing all the crazy shit, but
you're gonna have to teach me.
No. But once we edit the video, then it'll be like a 2-part. So you have the live stream and then the official video. It'll be edited, so you actually see yourself on the green screen.
Now, do you mind if I use a little bit of that VR footage because I want to put that?
Well, we good. We good.
I'm just gonna put some of that stuff on Fears Vlogs and Fears Man 26 because this is the first time I've actually done a VR, so you're gonna have to show me how to use the buttons and how to use the goggles and all that other shit. And I'm a little nervous because like Sam told me the other day, he's like, Fears, you have no idea. He goes, it's different. Like when you're playing, you got the shotgun, but he goes, they get like that far from your fucking face. And I'm
gonna tell you this. Before you get on any Resident Evil, okay, you best believe before that you're gonna be on the boot.
Oh yeah. Listen.
You're going to kill this motherfucker, and then you're going to play some Resident Evil, and those zombies are going to be so close up to your face, you're going to be on the floor.
Listen, I promised the fans, I said I haven't drank in a while, but I said I am determined to at least do one big epic boot. I don't know. I may be done after one boot. I mean, it's been that long since I've drank, but I will down at least one big boot, at least.
Hey, it only takes one. That's all they want to see. They just want to see kill one,
I'll get it down me. Whether it's chugging, sipping away, I'll get at least one down me. But I got to take off for work.
Thanks for having me on like always. Hey, you know what? All of you guys that are on here right now, it's 7:45 right now. But I am going to do a live stream after this at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm going to be talking some shit. I'm going to refill the boot. You know what? Hey, for you guys, right here, Big D. For the Big D.
Wait, since you're going to refill it, can you down that whole thing right now? Go for it. Let's see if he can do it. Nice. There we go. Man, this guy, Heroes is a pro at this. Oh, yeah. The boot.
To the boot.
Oh, nice burp.
So, hey, make sure to.
That's a good burp. That's a good 8.5 on that burp.
Give me it to like about 8:05. You know what I mean? So I gotta set everything up, and I'll do a live stream, guys.
Heroes, I gotta say that was a good 8.5 on that burp, man. That was good.
A shitload of comic books I want to talk about. Oh, you like that? You like that burp?
It was a good burp, and man, you chugged that thing like a pro, man. That was a goddamn match.
Hey, check it out. You guys subscribe to my channel. When I come back about 8:05 to do my live stream, this boot will be filled up again.
All right, there it is.
Right, guys,
check out the live stream. Check out all of his social media, Instagram, Twitter. Check out that TikTok. Have you made any TikTok videos yet? Have you made any new ones?
No, I haven't made any new ones. I keep forgetting I have TikTok. I remember every time you mention it.
Get on the TikTokage, man. Get on the TikTok.
Yeah, if you guys can check me out. Heroes in the Village, Facebook, Instagram. Let's get to the 1,000 followers on Instagram, guys.
When I come over this weekend, we're gonna make some TikTok videos.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So, all right.
Brother. Have a good one. Thanks for having me on. Guys, check me out on my channel and take care.
All right, later, buddy. Nice. Well, guys, I wish I could stay longer, but I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Check out me and Hero and Villain. We're going to be partying on Saturday. Fears may go to the beach on Sunday. I'm definitely going to church on Sunday. That's why I can't be doing the wings. The wings will tear the inside of my stomachs up. Like let's put it this way. If I had that chicken wing, it would be like the chicken the chicken wing Titanic. My stomach would fucking sink like the goddamn Titanic. It would be bad. Anyway, Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. I gotta skedaddle off to work. Gotta make some moolah. Gotta make some monies. I do want to say one thing. This is my chip thing. I do want to say one thing. It's not gonna be a live premiere, but I finally finished that video of. It's the highlight video of me and Sam's adventure at Deserland. Because Sam was like, Fears, you going to put any of that footage on Fears Man 26? I said, not all of it. There is going to be some new scenes. So check it out. I deliberately do that. I put most of it on Fears Vlogs. And then I said, hey, Sam, I saved like 6 to 7 new scenes for the Fears Man 26 video. Because everyone sometimes are like, well, Fears, we're not going to rewatch it because it's the same shit off of Fears Vlogs. It's going to be a new video. Now, I will say there's going to be some scenes that I already put in Fears Vlogs, but there's going to be about, like I said, 6 or 7 new scenes. So definitely check it out. And it's been uploading right now. So it should be uploaded hopefully by the time I get to work, or at the latest, hopefully by like 9. Because I've been periodically checking it. While I was streaming. I said, while I'm streaming, I'll upload it. It won't be a live premiere, but it'll definitely be uploaded sometime tonight. So sometime tonight, check it out. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to me at FearsMan26, Fears Vlogs, the TikTokage at FearsMan26. Fears loves you, and this is Fears signing off. Peace!